All right, Sandy, I got a couple of questions for you. Can you tell me a little bit about your original injury?
Yeah, 2.5 years ago, I jumped into a pool head first and severely injured my whole back. Underwater, I realized I wasn't paralyzed. My fingers and everything were quite good, tingly. I could feel everything, but immediately I noticed I had done some severe damage to
Did you hit your head?
Yeah, I hit the upslope from the pool, jumped in head first like this, and right on the top of my head, and I felt my back compress the whole way down, and immediately into a severe spasm. My neck swelled. 2 days later, I was having trouble swallowing. Following that, about a month later, along with all the other problems that back injuries can have, I had a severe headache that actually induced my loss of vision. The headache was so bad, and then hours later I started leaking spinal fluid out of my nose. I went to the hospital, obviously, and they did their scans, told me I was just fine, told me to follow up with my medical doctor. Then nothing was really done about that, but then about a year later I had a close encounter with a lightning bolt, which brought on a whole other scenario of symptoms compiled on with the ongoing back injury. Some of those symptoms were, essentially post-concussion symptoms that I was having severe pain behind my right ear. My sinus pressure above my left eye was very, very intense. I was having nerve sensations down the side of my face, and those sensations were very painful.
How painful were they?
I think everything was on the scale of 1 to 10 was a 9.5. I mean, my pain tolerance, I learned to deal with a lot of pain through this and multiple symptoms. I was having tingling sensations in my teeth. The headaches that kept coming on, I would have to get driven home from work because I'd lost my vision, and of course then it would be nauseating. Vertigo was a huge problem. I was having trouble driving, dealing with traffic and depth perception, and essentially dealing with any sort of situation was just very difficult.
Did you have problems with sleep?
Yeah, my sleep was really affected. 3 hours max at a time before I was woke up with severe back pain or a headache or both. Yeah.
How long did you have your symptoms for?
Well, they never really went away, and in fact, new ones would always be arising. It seemed like the problem was always just switching, and the main ones were always there with the back pain. I mean, the pain was just unbearable. I thought I was going to have to deal with this forever.
What tests did you have done?
I had several CAT scans done. I went and saw a neurologist. I just recently had an MRI done. And essentially all those came back saying I was just fine. And what I was told was that this is nerve damage, soft tissue damage, and it'll eventually heal itself and go away. And they prescribed me medicine, basically. And I knew differently that that wasn't the case. It essentially was a Band-Aid situation.
And they told you it would go away, but your symptoms lasted how long?
We were going on 2.5 years.
So let me ask you another question. What happened after you started care here?
Well, after I started care here, my very first treatment, well, like I told you, I thought it was a fluke, or a coincidence, but immediately my sinus pain above my left eye was gone, and it has not come back since. All of my other symptoms, my headache, my teeth sensations, my ear pain, even the nerve sensations in my face have all gone, and this is about 8 weeks of treatment now. I'm getting sleep. My energy levels have boosted through the roof. My wife thinks I'm much happier. So, and I feel better. I just feel better. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. If you could recommend to people, the general public, about your experience, what would you say to them?
Well, I've already been telling all my friends about everything because they've had to deal with this. Essentially, it's worth having a look at because you know, I thought it was a dead end, honestly, until I came to see you, and I just thought I was gonna have to deal with my symptoms forever. I was kind of trying to be tough about it, but you know, the light at the end of the tunnel is not a train. You know, so yeah, it's a very good situation here. So yeah, no, I thank you for your care.
You're welcome. Thanks so much, Sandy.
Mhm.